The German word Zeitgeist means spirit of the age. The Zeitgeist refers to whatever is in vogue at any given cultural moment, the direction the wind is blowing. One thing that's very clear in the New Testament is that the church is not to be taking its cues from the current zeitgeist or spirit of the age. We are to discern the signs of the times, but not in order simply to conform ourselves to it. But it's so much easier to conform. The most notorious 20th century example of the capitulation of the church to the surrounding culture was the German church during the time of Hitler. Not just the state church, but nearly the entire nation went along to get along. How did this happen? I've always found it interesting to hear from the Germans themselves. And the recent film Final Account interviews Germans who were complicit or even participated in the atrocities against Jews. From the outside, and especially in hindsight, it's easy for us to judge and marvel at the evil that was tolerated. But such accounts ought to lead to introspection and impel us to wonder what people will say 50 years from now about our current culture and the role of the church and of individual Christians in properly assessing it and speaking out. In the same spirit as the movie Final Account, but much earlier, Milton Mayer interviewed ordinary Germans in his 1955 book, They Thought They Were Free. He's trying to understand what the citizens of Germany were thinking during the years 1933 to 1945. The accounts suggest many analogies to the cultural situation today, but I'll highlight only two. First, there is the recurring theme of blindness, willful or not. German citizens didn't easily see what was going on in the midst of it all. They didn't notice how quickly the gap was widening between the ruling class and the people. Cultural changes were quick, but incremental and under the surface. The next thing you know, your own children are swept up in the culture's ideology. And before long, you are too. If you like what you've just seen and you want more, visit the Center for Christian Studies at christian-studies.org and check out the other video series we have there and subscribe to the Journal of Christian Studies. And if you have other topics you would like to suggest for our video series, contact us through the website or email us at info@christian-studies.org.